Hello guys, Luna here with another Skyrim mod video where we cover some of the latest new mods for Xbox One and PlayStation 4 from the last 24 hours. Today we have a bunch of mods to go over as usual, including some for PlayStation 4. First though, I'm transferring my game over to Xbox One X because yesterday we finally got the HDR update for the game, so I've been installing all the mods. My game saves are corrupt, so I'm going to have to make a new game, so it will be a little while before I actually completely transfer over. But while doing that, I updated my load order, and it's posted on my Twitter as always, and it's linked in the description. I'm not sure there are too many differences from the one I posted back in July, but it's there for you guys to see, and it's in the order I have them installed in my load order as well. Keep in mind though guys, my mods are geared towards making videos and not playthroughs, so it's mostly graphic and cheap mods, plus I need at least 1 GB of space free for mod testing each day. Anyway, let's look at today's mods. Our first mod of today is called Enhanced Bound Weapons, and the mod makes changes to and adds additional effects to the bound weapons of Skyrim. Here are the effects, and there are 3 different ones depending on your level. Mystic Binding adds some damage against undead during the day, and moonlight damage against anyone during the night. And the damage works out as +6 for daggers, +8 for swords, +10 for bows, and +12 for battle axes, and that requires level 25 before you unlock that. Soul Stealer adds a small amount of magicka absorption in addition to Soul Trap whenever you kill an enemy, and the damage again is +3 magicka for dagger, 3.34 for sword, 4 for magicka, and 5 for a battle axe. And you get the Soul Stealer once you reach level 40. Finally, Oblivion Binding adds elemental damage and banishes summoned creatures. For dagger, it does 15 damage, sword is 20, bow 25, and 30 for battle axe. The turn undead effect has been removed, and the Oblivion Binding requires you to be level 60. So that is the 3 effects, but the mod alters a little bit more than that. Bound weapons have received lots of fixes and tweaks. Mystic weapons have a base damage matching Dragon Bone weapons now instead of Daedric, which it was before, and all effects benefits from all elemental damage increased perks, but improved enchanted weapons will still be stronger. Spelltune Bound Dagger can be found across Skyrim now. And finally, the Silent Moon enchantment that makes the moonlight damage in the first one we talked about, the Mystic Binding. The afterburn on that is more in line with the fast visual effect. Overall, a very nice and useful overhaul to bound weapons in the game. It just makes using them much more worth your time. Alright guys, next up we have a different kind of mod that improves the texture of your game character's feet. That's right, if for some reason you have no shoes on, or you prefer to leave your followers with no shoes on or clothes on, then you'll be able to see their feet. But you might notice that the feet quality is not up to scratch with the rest of your vanilla body. Well, this mod is a higher poly count foot mesh that gets rid of the boring vanilla feet. The feet have been enlarged 15% from default and the toes have been enlarged 20%. It uses whatever texture you have installed as well. You just have to make sure you install the right version to go with whatever texture you have. If you're using vanilla, use the vanilla one. If you're like me and have the UNP body, then you can use that. So a small change, not a mod that everyone will see the need to use, but if you do want better quality feet in game, then you could try that one out. Today's third mod is called Winterhold Restored. Winterhold Restored removes the ruined buildings in Winterhold and adds walls to mark the boundaries of the city proper. Gates, 30 new buildings, and a few landmarks have also been added. The mod also features the addition of the following merchant services to the city. There's an alchemist, a bard, a blacksmith, a bookstore, a bunkhouse, a fishery, a fletcher, a food vendor, a general goods store merchant and fence, so the fence is where you could sell your stolen goods to, a greenhouse, a guardhouse with a jail, additional guards and a guard captain, a hunter fisherman, a jeweler, a spell merchant, a tailor, fishing docks, and finally a stable with new horse breeds that's unique to Winterhold. All the new NPCs and followers have been set to essential. Their levels scale with the player level and have no level cap, so they're pretty strong if you decide to attack any of them in combat. There are 2 statues of Shalidor, the founder of Winterhold, one near the guardhouse with a greatsword and the other under the new oak tree with an eagle. NPCs will gather around them from time to time, just like the Gilder Green in Whiterun. The level list for the goods sold by the new merchants have been carefully tweaked so that they will have a chance to sell more of the vanilla and official DLC items in the game, but you do have to have the DLCs installed in order for that to work. Overall, a very nice mod. It makes the town of Winterhold feel like a real town now instead of just a couple of buildings which go around the college to make it look not so isolated, but it's actually a proper town now, and I definitely really like this one, and there's a lot more features to it than I can actually show in the video. Mod number 4 is the Skilled Level 100 Archery perk. This is a simple mod that changes the Bullseye perk, the level 100 Archery perk, to a perk called Skilled. Bows do 25% more critical strike damage and ignore 15% of armor. The former paralysis paralysis effect was both overpowered and bugged, so it's been removed and replaced with a different one. A simple mod, compatible with anything as long as it doesn't modify the bullseye perk in Skyrim. Well guys, that just leaves us with our final mod of the day, and it's another stealthy wolf port of a Gosu weapon. But today's weapon mod is probably one of the coolest ones I've seen in a long time, and the mod is called Proper Flintlock. To find this new weapon or weapons, travel to a new camp and search for loot. It's south of the Whiterun Outlanders camp, or you can find everything you need at the forge menu under steel, and the supplies you need for the ammo is under miscellaneous. For features, you get an authentic flintlock pistol, a blunderbuss, a grenade launcher, and they come in both animated and rigid versions. Ammo with different damage values to balance your game style and supplies. 3 different bayonets, you get short, long, sword for the flintlock rifle as well. You can craft whatever version you prefer. New location with new models and items. Custom sound and new effects for each of the new weapon types, and that's a really cool feature. Craftable, enchantable, upgradable, and they're all follower friendly, so you can equip them to your followers and they will shoot people like you can. Adds a grenade launcher with new model textures and sounds. Animated or rigid grenades with different damage values to fit your sense of balance. Flintlock rifle, new muzzle flash effect, reduced bullet gravity for long range shots. Overhauled the flintlock rifle ammo and added a chance to stagger or disarm your target with the rifle balls. So sometimes when you shoot people, they don't always get killed straight away, they can be disarmed though, which is a really cool thing. Because of different viewpoints, the effects might look a bit out of position in third person, but it's more important to look good in first person, which it does. Flintlock rifles, the bullet impact is slightly above the crosshair since the first person HUD is not accurate, the bullet's gravity is set to 0. You can use all ammo types in all of the rifles, though it might look a bit weird since the effects are bound to the ammo and not the weapons themselves. So if you want to use the flintlock and fire grenades you can, but the sounds won't match up with the way it looks, but you can do that if you want to. Overall guys, for the first time we have an actual working gun in Skyrim for console, and it's definitely a mod you should download and try for yourself. It's a lot of fun to use, it's definitely going to be my main weapon for a little while. It does have a few little bugs here and there, but nothing too big, so yeah, definitely try this one out for yourself. Well, that is about it for today's video. If you found the video useful, leave a like, it's very much appreciated. And if you want to see more daily news, guides, and updates, including mods and more similar games, check out my channel and subscribe. You can also turn notifications to see videos as soon as they come out. But guys, thanks for watching, stay awesome as always, and I will see you all tomorrow for more Skyrim mods.